Hi, it's Sally. Welcome back to my channel. Gosh, it's been a month since I've had a video on this channel. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get back, but my sweet husband has had a horrible case of pneumonia and a collapsed lung and some blood clots in his lung, and he's been in the hospital, and it's been a long little journey so far, and we've got a long way to go too, but he's feeling good now, and I'm really thrilled for that. I appreciate the prayers that came from my friends and family, and we're just good to go now. So I'm excited about being back in the studio, and I thought today I would show you how I do my Brayered paper. I had been asked by a couple of subbies back when I did another video when I was videoing my junk journals, and they saw the papers that I used that I had painted, and they wanted to know how to do that. And so I'm going to show you today how to do this, what I call Brayered paper. This is just an easy, quick technique that is really fun, and it looks like this on paper. This is just a printer paper. You can do this on watercolor paper. You can do it on cardstock. You can do it on tea-dyed paper, whatever. You can do it on graph paper and ledger paper, whatever kind of paper you want to do. It's just ink on top of paper. And so here's one page I did today, and here's another. And this one. They all look different. They always look different. And here's a little envelope I did. This had quite a bit of ink on it. And then I want to show you some pieces that I've done before. These are envelopes for mail art, but they're not the actual envelope. They're scans of the envelopes because I actually sent them in the mail. But you can see the Brayered paper in the background here. You can see it better on the back because it's got more space open for you to see it. And then here's one that's a completely different color. These are kind of dark earth colors on this one. You can see it better on the back too. And you can stamp on it and collage on it. It's so much fun. They look so good. Here's another one on the back of that. I used a different color pad on the flap than I did on the body of the envelope on that one. This one is jewel toned again. You can see better on the back. They all just turn out so different, and they're so cool looking. Here's one. It's so much fun to do your envelopes this way, and then you can just never have send out plain mail ever again in your life. Here's one. I think this one had sewing on the back of it, but that's Brayered ink on the envelope. And then I'll show you a page in my junk journal that people were talking about. Here's one. Let me get these out so you can see it. This is a piece of Brayered paper, and then this is the other side of it. Can you see that? And then in this one, I have somewhere here a little strip of it that is Brayered paper, and then I put a little little clear pocket on there with this tag to put in there. The other side's just Brayered paper, and then the other end of that is this strip, and I put lace on the end of it and put a little bling on it with a rusted safety pin, and on the back is a comic strip. So these papers are just fun to use, and they really jazz up your book or any project you're doing in art. So let me show you what we use to do it with. Of course, you need a piece of paper, and as I say, any kind of paper will do. I'm going to use printer paper right now. Then I use a rubber brayer. This is a rubber roller on just a brayer, and I use that. You need a spray bottle of water, just plain water, and then I use these Kaleidacolor ink pads. They have 5 little ink pads in here, and they're made for rubber stamps. And what you're really supposed to do is close these up close together, ink your rubber stamp, and then you have a rainbow colored image. But I like to keep them open to do Brayered paper. And we have, I'll show you why in a minute, but they have all sorts of colors of these pads, and they just make it lots of fun to do. So let's do one and see how it works. I'm going to use one of these jewel colors, use Calypso. I'm going to use, this one's called Calypso, and I leave it open because when I brayer, put the ink onto the brayer, I want them to be separated pretty much, because then I'm going to spray the brayer with water and it's going to mingle them enough. So when you load the ink, you want to line the end of the brayer up with the edge of one of the first pad so that you don't start rolling it over which way and get the colors contaminating each other. You want stripes of color on here. So you start rolling, and I have to roll about 15 times to get as much ink on it as I want. Now you can start seeing the stripes of ink coming on there. Can you see that? So I'm keeping it in the same spot so that I get ink stripes. All right, and then I'm going to use this. I usually just move over the floor and spray on top of the floor, but I'm going to use this so you can watch me spray. I'm putting a lot of water on there and rolling that brayer around so I get all sides. Then I'm going to move my tray and start brayering. Now I don't want to go over the same spot twice if I can help it. Look how beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to turn it around and do it again. Alrighty, and then I'm going to spray it again. If you don't spray it, you just get a striped ink pattern. It's just stripes. You have to spray it to make it watercolory. And then you just go on until the ink runs totally out. And you can tell it's run out. It's just run out. There's not any more there. So that's how you do a page. You could do more here. You could even use a different color ink pad on top of that and get some different colors in there. But I'm going to start a new one and do a completely different color scheme here. Let's do autumn leaves. Let's see how that works out. That's autumn leaves. All right, I'm gonna spritz my brayer a little bit and be sure that ink is off of there, because I don't want to get the other ink pad into this ink. But see, there's not much ink on there. There's not much ink on there. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15, sometimes more, sometimes less. Then we're gonna move this out of the way, spray our brayer. All the way around. Then let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Let's try that again. That's got some brown and orange in it. Alrighty. And spritz it. See, isn't this fun and easy? Oh, so easy. And if you don't have the kaleidoscope pads, try inking up one side of your roller on one pad and the other side on another pad with different colors and see how that works out for you. Well, I got that same pattern going the same direction. I don't like that. I'm going to try something else. I'll get just a little bit of it this time. And I'm going to spray without the tray because you know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to go right up. I just kind of tapping it on there now just to get some little splotches. Okay. Now, when that dries, it'll be a little bit lighter. It dries a little bit lighter than it shows when it's wet. Let me get another paper towel and wipe my brayer off. Yeah, I should have used the same one. This inks up a paper towel really nicely. Then you can use the paper towels in your artwork. Okay, let's do an envelope. What do you say? Where are my envelopes? Here they are. Let's do this one. Look, I'm going to open the flap. And that's how you get one pattern on the front of the flap and a different one on the back, because you can't duplicate it if you tried. And this time I'm going to try a little, I think I'll try blue pad. This one's called Caribbean Sea. And I'm going to load that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I'm already starting to see ink on that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I don't want so much. 11, 12. I'll try 12 and see what happens. There's no magic to this. Oh, I need my loader. What I'd generally be doing is just turning over and spraying over the floor. My floor in my studio is made for art. Okay, so here comes this one. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, that's pretty. I like it. I like it. Let's try some more. Oops, forgot the tray. Well, that's okay. It's got water on the envelope. That's all right. Okay, that's pretty much turquoise right there. Let's see if I have any more on here. I do have a little bit more. I'm going to pick up this extra ink off the pad down here. And then I'm going to put some on the back. I'm doing about 10 of these because there's a lot of ink in this pad. Now, what I might like to do with this is something I sometimes do. Sometimes I get another color, just a solid color, to go over the one I've just done. I'm going to wipe this brayer off so I don't get all that ink on my solid color. And so I'm going to just ink it everywhere because it's the same color everywhere. Ink it up, ink it up, ink it up, ink it up. And then I'm going to spray it. Turn it and spray it some more. And then see what I've got here. That helps. That adds to it. Wow. Then I can do the same thing again. Ink it up. I didn't get as much ink on it this time, but that's all right. I'm kind of filling in where it's white here. And then I'm going to show you. Sometimes I do that yellow pad and I just do it over the whole thing to kind of make all the colors look like they blend together. But these colors do blend together, so I'm not concerned about that. But let's live dangerously and do a spectrum on top and see how we like that. We'll do it on the back in case we don't like it. Let me wipe my brayer off good. I might need to spritz it some and wipe it off. Okay. Usually I run my brayer over in the sink and get all the ink off of it. All right, let's try this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of ink. Okay, let's try it. I'm going to pour my tray over this time. I'm putting quite a bit of water on it. I want it to really run together. And here we go. I'm just getting some jewel tones on there. I like that. Let's see how it looks over here. I'm not going to put as much on this time. And then I'm going to roll it lightly. I'm barely touching the envelope and just getting a few more colors on there. See, so, ooh, you could play all day long with this stuff. It is so much fun. And that's it. And it looks really great when you get it together and put collage on it and put it in your books and so forth. And it's just really a lot of fun. So I invite you to have fun and just make up what you do with it. As I said, if you have only solid color ink pads, then just try brayering on half your pad, half your brayer on this pad, and then get you another color and do the other half, and then spritz it with water and go all over the place, and do that with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different ink colors and see how that works until you can get you some, unless you have some. And other rainbow pads work too. I've just had a lot of luck with the Kaleidocolor. So I appreciate you stopping in. It thrills me to death when you come back, especially after I've been gone so long, and I really do appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate you letting me know you've been here, and I love it when you comment and tell me what you think about what I'm doing and whether you can do it. You know, I'm looking down at where I put this color, and I'm seeing where I have a water drop, and I'm remembering you can spray these pages and get more water drop looking things. You could also put alcohol on them. See, here's some on this one. So anyway, I appreciate it. That's it. Have fun with it, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.